Then, Chadi Tebza, postcard and diary. Okay, so those are two different things. So let me see if I can. Like postcard. Now the postcard is so difficult because it's meaningless to my students. Right, so in the past, way back in the past, when you visited a place on holiday or for an outing at a weekend, there would be a pretty picture on one side, and on the back, it would be divided into two bits. And there would be printed lines so that you could write the address and you could put a stamp, you know, old-fashioned stamp on it. Don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay, all right, good. Oh, good, my producer knows what a stamp is. Well, I know I'm talking to you about things you've never sent and some of you have never even seen. Right. Then on this side, you wrote a short message. Now, you would date it. I know when I sent postcards the first time to my mother, she complained. She said to me there were no dates. We didn't know when this was happening, and we didn't know if the postcards were arriving in order. So, for heaven's sake, date it. So I used to write Tuesday, December 8, you know, and so my mother would know. But remember, you've only got this. How big is a postcard? Guys, a postcard is, that's the size of a postcard. So I'm talking about half of that. You don't have a lot of space. Are you with me? Right, so then I would write, Dear Mom and Dad, okay? And then you don't paragraph. Why? Because you don't have any space. And you write your little message, okay? And usually people would refer to what's on the other side. So if there's a picture of the sea, you'd say, our hotel is somewhere over, you know, on the you know, back over there or whatever. Or this is what we look out onto. Beautiful day. I don't know, lay on the beach all morning, got terribly burnt, won't do that tomorrow, planning to go to, I don't know, Ushaka World or something. You know what I mean? That's what you say in a postcard. So nobody sends postcards anymore, except one of my ex-students who has become a friend. I didn't teach her, but she was a friend of one of my students in 1977. She sends me postcards because she knows I love them and I pin them on my board in my classroom. But apart from her, I don't receive postcards from anybody. And it's quite expensive these days to send postcards. So that's a postcard. So for me, the problem about writing is you've never received it. You've never written one. But I want you to imagine that it's basically a slightly longer WhatsApp. That's basically what it is. It's an SMS. It's really short. So if it says you've been on holiday, write the postcard. You write, what did you do this morning? Had lovely lunch, hoping to do X this afternoon, love, whatever. That's what you do for a postcard. Okay, sorry about postcards. Right, then you said the diary entry. And again, I know I've done this recently, but just, whoa, I'm running out of time. Okay, the diary entry. There are always two in your exam. They say this is before is one and after is the other. So they will say to you, X has happened. Write one diary entry before it happened and one diary entry after it happened. So once again, you're going to go Tuesday, 8th of December or whatever. Most students like to write Dear Diary because it just feels as if they're talking to somebody. But remember, you are talking to yourself. And what should you do? Excuse me. You explore your thoughts and your feelings. So explore your feelings and express your thoughts. That's what you do in a diary entry. So they will say to you, I don't know, well, they won't, but let's say the day before you went back to school. So you've had the COVID lockdown and you're going back, let's say, on the 6th of June, write the diary entry on the night before you went back and on the day that you went back. So you'd have 5th of June, 2020. I'm really looking forward to going back because of X, and I'm really not looking forward to going back because of Y. All right, and then 6th of June, oh my gosh, this wasn't anything like I'd expected. The masks are so difficult. My ears get so sore, and I don't like the fact that the mask becomes all wet and slimy, and it wasn't what and I wanted to hug my friends, and we were shouted at by those awful teachers who kept on saying, distance, distance, you know, whatever. Do you understand? That's what they want from you. So something's happened before and after, and you are then going to explore those feelings and those thoughts beforehand and then afterwards. The only piece of advice is make sure you understand the topic. I told you about the one that said something about a careers day, and the student clearly didn't know what it meant, and so it came out as a bit of gobbledygook. Okay, and I really run out of time. So, right, so let's round it up for tomorrow. Keep calm, get a good night's sleep, make sure you're on time for your exam. Pause, think, have some originality, which is mean be you, be yourself, your own voice in your essay, something real, something I can feel that there's a person at the other side of the paper. Don't repeat the topic if it's the essay or the other, endless repetition. Plan, think, enjoy. And I wish you absolutely everything of the best. It's been the strangest of strange years. Write the most marvelous of marvelous exams. From me, bye-bye.